of first law of thermodynamics to non-flow process of closed system. You can apply first law of thermodynamics to closed system. The first process is constant pressure process. Another name for constant pressure process is isobaric or isoplastic process. In a PV diagram, from process 1 to 2, corresponding pressure grade is P is equal to P1 is equal to P2. The corresponding volume is V1, V2. Area below the PV diagram is the work done. This we know. Work done for a constant pressure process, we know that is W1 to 2, it is P V2 minus V1. We keep pressure in Newton per meter square and volume in meter cube, and the answer will be written in joules. Now let us apply first law of thermodynamics. Apply first law of thermodynamics. This is a non-cyclic process, that is Q minus W is equal to U2 minus U1. It is change of process from 1 to 2. That is Q1 to 2 minus W1 to 2 is equal to U2 minus U1. Let me keep Q1 to 2 on the left side, then minus W1 to the other side. Therefore, it will become U2 minus U1 plus W1 to 2. In U2 minus U1, W1 to 2 is P2 minus P1. U2 minus U1, it will multiply. When I multiply here, it will multiply with the P2 and V2. And when I multiply with the second, it will multiply with the P1. Now, this term, if I take on a separate side, and this one in these two, U1 and P1, if I take minus outside, it will become U1 plus P1 A1. And it is a summation of internal energy and product of pressure and volume. That is nothing but it is enthalpy, H2 minus H1. Now very important this one, where H2 minus H1 is also it is MCP T2 minus T1. Therefore, directly for a constant pressure process, I can write Q is equal to MCP T2 minus T1. This is the heat transfer for the isobaric process or a constant pressure process. This is the work transfer. What we found in this, after applying the first law of thermodynamics, it is the Q expression for a constant pressure process. This is expression, or else in another term, it is H2 minus H1. So the examination, they may ask that, show that, prove that heat transfer for a constant pressure process is a change in enthalpy. Then that is nothing but for a constant pressure process, you have to apply first law of thermodynamics, then you get the solution. Remember this, H2 minus H1 is nothing but a MCP. CP corresponds to change in specific enthalpy divided by T. CP always connected to the enthalpy. Therefore, H2 minus H1 is MCP T2 minus T1. Therefore, Q1 to 2 for a constant pressure can be written as MCP T2 minus T1. The next process is constant volume process. We take a change of state from 1 to 2. Corresponding volume here, it is V1, that is constant. V1 is equal to V2. Corresponding, it is PV diagram. Corresponding pressure here, it is V1, and this is corresponding pressure here, it is V2. And we know for a isobaric process or a constant volume process, work done is 0. Next task is to find heat transfer For a heat transfer, we will apply first law of thermodynamics. What is the first law of thermodynamics? Q minus W for a change of state 1 to 2 minus W1 to 2 is equal to U2 minus U1. Work done is 0. Therefore, Q1 to 2 is change in internal energy for constant volume process. And for a constant volume process, heat transfer is change in enthalpy. For a constant volume process, heat transfer is change in internal energy. That can also be written as Q1 to 2 is mCv T2 minus T1. Therefore, what we can conclude is constant pressure process, and for a constant volume process, for a constant pressure process, Q1 to 2 is H2 minus H1, change in enthalpy. For a constant volume process, it is change in internal energy. That can also be written as, for this it is mCp T2 minus T1, and this is mCv T2 minus T1. Next is constant pressure process. The governing law, it is P is equal to C. This is P V diagram. Process 1 to 2. Any process here after expansion process. Area below the curve, it is work done. Corresponding volume, this is P2, this is P1, V1, and V2. Now the process is constant temperature process. For a constant temperature process, we know that constant temperature means temperature remains constant. That is T1 is equal to T2, isothermal constant temperature. Work done, it is given by W1 to 2, P1 V1, ln V2 by V1, ln V2 by V1. Or else you can write P1 V1, P1 V1, ln P1 by P2. This is also true. Now we know what expression. Let us find Q. How much is Q1? Let us apply first law of thermodynamics. Apply first law of thermodynamics. What is this? Q1 to 2 minus W1 to 2 is equal to U2 minus U1. And U2 minus U1 is mCv T2 minus T1, and this is W1 to 2, Q1 to 2. And T1 is equal to T2. In isothermal process, T1 is equal to T2. Therefore, this will become 0. Therefore, Q1 to 2 minus W. W1 to 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, Q1 to 2 is equal to W1 to 2. That is, heat transfer is equal to heat transfer is equal to work transfer. In each process, isothermal process, that also equal to work expression, you know, P1 V1 ln V2 by V1. The next process, it is adiabatic process. Pressure, volume, change of state from 1 to 2. Adiabatic process governing law is d to the power of gamma is equal to C. Another name for adiabatic process is isentropic process. Isentropic process. Corresponding volume is P1, P2, volume is P1, V2. Area below the curve, it is work done. Governing law, it is P to the power of gamma is equal to C, and gamma is ratio of specific heat. And ratio of specific heat means what? Cp by C. Okay. Now work we know for a adiabatic process, W1 to 2, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by 1 minus tau. This is the work expression. Now our task is to find Q. How much is the Q? Now applying the first law of thermodynamics, Q1 to 2 minus W1 to 2, U2 minus U1. Before that, we should know it is an adiabatic process. What do you mean by adiabatic process? There is no heat transfer between the system and surroundings. Therefore, Q is equal to 0. Therefore, this will become 0. Therefore, W1 to 2 is U1 minus U2. Work done is equal to change in internal energy. Work done is equal to change in internal energy. This is for an adiabatic process. Polytropic process, which is called by law PV to the power of n is equal to P. And in a PV diagram, there is a process governing law is PV to the power of n is equal to P. Corresponding pressure P1, P2, V1, V2. Area below the curve is W1 to 2. W1 to 2 for a polytropic process, it is P2, V2 minus P1, V1 divided by 1 minus n. Therefore, it can also be written. This is the work expression for a polytropic process. Our task is to find what is Q using applied first law of thermodynamics. Before that, let me rearrange this. P2, V2 can be written as Mr T2. P1, V1 can also be written as Mr T1 divided by 1 minus n. Now, Mr can be taken common. This is T2 minus P1 divided by 1 minus n. For a unit mass, W1 to 2 is R T2 minus T1 divided by 1 minus n. This is the work expression in terms of temperature. Therefore, after applying the first law of thermodynamics, let us apply first law of thermodynamics. Let's apply first law of thermodynamics. Q1 to 2 minus W1 to 2 is equal to U2 minus U1. Q1 to 2 is equal to U2 minus U1 plus W1 to 2. So Q1 to 2 is M Cv T2 minus T1. We consider the unit mass. Therefore, M is equal to 1 kg. W here it is R T2 minus T1 divided by 1 minus n. But we know Cv is equal to R divided by gamma minus 1. Why I written Cv in terms of R means because here is R is there, I can take out R outside. Q1 to 2, it is R divided by gamma minus 1 into T2 minus 1 plus R into T2 minus T1 divided by 1 minus n. Therefore, I can take out common T2 minus T1 and also R. The remaining thing is 1 by gamma minus 1 plus 1 by 1 minus n. Now, Q1 to 2 is equal to R T2 minus T1. If I take the LCM, gamma minus 1 into 1 minus n, that is 1 minus n plus gamma minus 1. Therefore, Q1 to 2 is equal to R T2 minus T1 into 1 minus n plus gamma minus 1 divided by gamma minus 1 into 1 minus n. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Therefore, Q1 to 2 is equal to R T2 minus T1. And here you will get gamma minus n into divided by gamma minus 1 into 1 minus n. Let me rearrange the term. Q1 to 2 is equal to R T2 minus T1 divided by R T2 divided by 1 minus n. That represents W1 to 2. And the remaining thing here it is gamma minus n divided by gamma. This is the expression for Q for a polytropic process. Now, Now, ultimate conclusion is after applying first law of thermodynamics, the first one is constant pressure forces. For a constant pressure forces, work done is equal to, it is P into V2 minus P1, and Q is equal to Q1 to 2. For a constant pressure process, it is H2 minus H1, or else it is MCP T2 minus T1. Heat transfer is always equal to change in enthalpy for a constant pressure process. Next, for a constant volume process, work done it is 0, and heat transfer it is change in internal energy, that is U2 minus U1, that is equal to mCV T2 minus T1. Always Cp linked with enthalpy and Cv linked with internal energy. And the third one, which is Cv is equal to C, isothermal process. W1 to 2 is P1 V1 ln V2 by V1, or else you can write P1 V1 ln P1 by P2. And for an isothermal process, we know that internal energy is a function of temperature. Therefore, we get Q1 to 2, Q1 to 2 is equal to W1 to 2. This is for a isothermal process. These are Q. These are work. Now, fourth one, it is Cv to the power of gamma is equal to C. It is adiabatic process where straight away I can tell heat transfer is 0, and work transfer it is given by P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by 1 minus gamma. Next, the last one, polytropic process, P to the power of n, W1 to 2, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by 1 minus m. This is the work expression for polytropic. This is the work expression for adiabatic. Q1 to 2, remember this, W1 to 2, gamma minus n divided by gamma minus 1. This is the expression for heat. This whole thing, it is work expression for different processes. This whole thing, it is a heat expression. Next, it is change in internal energy. Let us verify that change in internal energy. For a constant pressure process, it is U2 minus U1, that is mCV T2 minus T1. For constant volume process, yes, U2 minus U1, that remains same, mCV T2 minus T1. For isothermal process, U2 minus T1 is 0. That is very important. Now for adiabatic process, U2 minus U1, it is U1 minus U2, it is W1 to 2. U1 minus U2, it is W1 to 2. And that is equal to mCV T2 minus T1. And here U2 minus U1 is mCV T2 minus T1. This is internal energy for different processes. Let us derive the law of PV to the power of gamma is equal to C. If PV to the power of gamma is equal to C, we will apply, or else it is the governing law for adiabatic process. This for adiabatic process. Let us derive this. Let us consider the first law of thermodynamics. Let us derive the law of PV to the power of gamma is equal to C. Consider the first law of thermodynamics. Consider the first law of thermodynamics in differential form. Consider first law of thermodynamics in a differential form. In differential form. What is that? Q is equal to Q minus W is equal to U2 minus UV. That I will write dQ minus dW is equal to dV. This is first law of thermodynamics. Let me write it as equation number 1. Let us consider whatever I will deriving it is for a 1 kg, therefore it will become small u, specific internal energy. Now, for adiabatic process, we know dq is equal to 0. There will be no internal energy. And also we know dW is equal to pdV. That is from fourth expression. We know dW is equal to pdV. And also du, this u is equal to du by dt is equal to cv. Therefore du is equal to cv dt. Therefore du is equal to cv dt. What happens to equation 1? dq it is 0 minus dw, that is pdv, and du it is cv dt. Therefore, if I rearrange the terms in the right, cv dt plus pdv is equal to 0. cv dt plus pdv is equal to 0. And also perfect this law, Pv is equal to mRT, we are considered to 1 kg. Therefore, P is equal to RT by V. Why I have done this? Here your differentiation with respect to volume, pressure is there. Therefore, I write that P in terms of volume, RT by V into dV is equal to 0. Now, divided by T on both the sides. Divided by T on both sides. Now what happens? Cv by dt divided by T plus RT divided by T RT by V divided by T into dV is equal to 0. 0 by T is 0. If you write this one more step, Cv by T into dt plus dt cancels, and it is R by V into dV is equal to 0. Let us integrate this. After integrating, because Cv is a constant, integration of 1 by T is ln T plus R is constant, integration of 1 by V is ln T, and constant you will get plus constant. Therefore, here you will get in the right hand side, it is constant. That is very important. Next, Pv. We know that Pv is equal to mRT. I will consider 1 kg. Therefore, T is equal to Pv by R. Why I written this is to get this Pv. Therefore, ln T is Pv by R plus R divided by R ln T is equal to constant. Now, let us divide it by Cv on both the sides, or else I will take it to the Cv other side, or else divide it by Cv on both sides. Therefore, here it becomes ln Cv by R, ln Cv by R plus R divided by Cv ln V is equal to constant divided by Cv. We know that R by Cv is equal to R by gamma minus 1. Here it is R by Cv is nothing but gamma minus 1. Therefore, ln Cv by R by Cv means it is gamma minus 1 ln V. Constant divided by Cv is also constant. Therefore, constant divided by constant, you get a constant. Now, in the next step, what we will do, we will apply the logarithmic rule. This base coefficient will go to the power. Now, ln PV by R, ln PV by R plus ln V, the coefficient will go to the power is equal to constant. Then ln PV by R plus ln V to the power of gamma minus 1. If there is a summation, therefore logarithmic rule says we can take it as a product e to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Now ln, the bases are same here, V. P by R, V to the power of 1 plus gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Therefore, plus 1 minus 1 cancels. Ln PV to the power of gamma by R is equal to constant. Therefore, ln means log to the base E, PV to the power of gamma divided by R is equal to constant. Therefore, if I write, take the log, then PV to the power of gamma by R is equal to E to the power of constant. Therefore, PV to the power of gamma by R, E to the power of constant means constant itself. Then PV to the power of gamma is R into constant. This is also constant, this is also constant. Therefore, final expression we remain with PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant. So, what proof we did it? PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant. That is the derivation. To derive the law, PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant for adiabatic process. This is the derivation. Next topic is application of first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics to free expansion. Consider the two vessels here. Let me write it first. Two vessels. There is a valve which separates that vessel 1 and vessel 2. Vessel 1 and vessel 2. Valve, this is valve A reciprocal, and it is isolated. There is no transfer of energy between the system and the surrounding. This has symbol indicates it is isolated. Consider two vessels, that is vessel 1 and vessel 2. Both are interconnected by a short pipe with a valve A, and perfectly thermally insulated, or else it is isolated, as you can see in the figure. Initially, let the vessel 1 be filled with the fluid at a certain pressure. This is the fluid which is filled at a certain pressure, and to be completely evacuated. This is evacuated. That is evacuated means, that means you can tell there is a vacuum. When the valve A is opened, the fluid in 1 will rush into vessel 2. As it is evacuated, there is no resistance offered by the vessel 2. Suppose it is nothing but a free expansion. Now, if you apply a first law of thermodynamics to this initial and the final state, when all the fluid will occupy vessel 1 as well as vessel 2, this vessel 2 doesn't offer any kind of a resistance, and it is a free expansion here. Therefore, Q minus W is equal to U2 minus U1. This is the first law of thermodynamics. In this process, is there any work done except the valve movement? No, there is no work done because this is not offering any kind of a resistance, and it is also insulated or adiabatic, therefore zero. Therefore, change in internal energy is zero, or else U1 is equal to U2. Internal energy remains constant. In isolated system also, it is constant. Internal energy remains constant, and also in free expansion also internal energy remains constant.